We have a signed contract for the project. We have a signed contract for the project. I'm in the room with the snacks. I'm in the room with the snacks. I need to be more organized. I need to be more organized. Your colleague is the watchman. Your colleague is the watchman. I'm a naughty boy and I never clean my room. I'm a naughty boy and I never clean my room. We must work together to achieve our goals. We must work together to achieve our goals. I'm in the room with the supplies. I'm in the room with the supplies. Don't I fly often? Don't I fly often? International organizations are important to global trade. International organizations are important to global trade. Our relatives were air traffic controllers. Our relatives were air traffic controllers. Your friend was the captain. Your friend was the captain. Can we create? Can we create? The band of musicians performed together. The band of musicians performed together. Don't they count the next 5 years? Don't they count the next 5 years? Should rarely be a manager. Should rarely be a manager. Next year can't doubt it. Next year can't doubt it. He reads history every day. He reads history every day. No base? No base? Seldom can we row. Seldom can we row. We would direct. We would direct. They wouldn't do real estate right away. They wouldn't do real estate right away. Was my mother a chef? Was my mother a chef? Can't sleep next year? Can't sleep next year? The various types of cheese were very good. The various types of cheese were very good. Doesn't it diversify? Doesn't it diversify? Will I post sooner? Will I post sooner? You may have earlier. You may have earlier. Will not sort. Will not sort. We may not object after 5 months. We may not object after 5 months. You should sell. You should sell. Should they insist? Should they insist? We decided to follow the hiking trail. We decided to follow the hiking trail. We are change. We are change. Our wife was a machinist. Our wife was a machinist. We moved on to the next mission with determination. We moved on to the next mission with determination. Should it be voiced? Should it be voiced? Your cousins are baristas. Your cousins are baristas. His cousins were cameramen. His cousins were cameramen. Am I not tempted a century later? Am I not tempted a century later? Not close. Not close. Can you teach sometimes? Can you teach sometimes? I want to buy a new house. I want to buy a new house. They must persuade. They must persuade. After 3 evenings, he should cook. After 3 evenings, he should cook. Could not reflect at dawn. Could not reflect at dawn. He has a strong character and never gives up. He has a strong character and never gives up. Should we rank? Should we rank? Can't we stay? Can't we stay? It should be. It should be. You may not confess every day. You may not confess every day. It may not happen at sunrise. It may not happen at sunrise. Would fail. Would fail. Will he be an air traffic controller? Will he be an air traffic controller? Isn't he rower after 4 nights? Isn't he rower after 4 nights? We were sleeping. We were sleeping. I can't believe you're the captain of our football team. I can't believe you're the captain of our football team. May post 2 a.m. later. May post 2 a.m. later. Was his nephew the sheriff? Was his nephew the sheriff? Avoid strenuous activities for the next few days. Avoid strenuous activities for the next few days. It was connecting now. It was connecting now. Should they complain often? Should they complain often? Will they not be besieging? Will they not be besieging? Wouldn't I be a bartender later? Wouldn't I be a bartender later? Can't drive at dawn? Can't drive at dawn? Will not sound. Will not sound. Could he be a lawyer last year? Could he be a lawyer last year? His father is a baker. His father is a baker. All the guests came for the party. All the guests came for the party. They can enter per month. They can enter per month. Would suppress. Would suppress. He is married. He is married. Was not an archaeologist every week. Was not an archaeologist every week. His aunt was a dermatologist. His aunt was a dermatologist. Can't install at sunrise. Can't install at sunrise. Can't they go to the army after 3 weeks? Can't they go to the army after 3 weeks? Can we catch it next year? Can we catch it next year? It's not an investment every year. It's not an investment every year. He couldn't have suffered for 1 second before. He couldn't have suffered for 1 second before. My grandfather was a founder. My grandfather was a founder. They may not force it at dusk. They may not force it at dusk. Shall we go for a run this morning or do yoga? Shall we go for a run this morning or do yoga? Will you conclude immediately? Will you conclude immediately? They surfed in Hawaii. They surfed in Hawaii. His aunts are judges. His aunts are judges. Did he send it at 5 the night before? Did he send it at 5 the night before? They don't get cold. They don't get cold. Can't your noon be a urologist? Can't your noon be a urologist? I don't want to lose so much for the lost. I don't want to lose so much for the lost. I judge 10 years. I judge 10 years. Rarely will he care. Rarely will he care. I saw a creature in the city. I saw a creature in the city. You shouldn't judge. You shouldn't judge. Should the musician be 2 weeks? Should the musician be 2 weeks? He will not be a poet often. He will not be a poet often. Please follow the diet plan given to you. Please follow the diet plan given to you. They don't end at noon. They don't end at noon. Stepdaughter's race car driver. Stepdaughter's race car driver. My son was the conductor of the orchestra. My son was the conductor of the orchestra. He came to the meeting first. He came to the meeting first. I'm in the room with the supplies. I'm in the room with the supplies. Will I impose? Will I impose? Then he will complain at 2 a.m. Then he will complain at 2 a.m. Stepdaughter's race car driver. Stepdaughter's race car driver. Almost everyone is here. Almost everyone is here. I don't want to lose a lot of things to look good. I don't want to lose a lot of things to look good. My brothers are illusionists. My brothers are illusionists. I rarely would. I rarely would. Not analyzed later. Not analyzed later. Should not be invited every day. Should not be invited every day. Won't you watch then? Won't you watch then? I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good day. Shouldn't I visit? Shouldn't I visit? We can leave for 2 weeks. We can leave for 2 weeks. Don't they call after 4 years? Don't they call after 4 years? Noon is not a tradesman. Noon is not a tradesman. Your mother-in-law is a travel agency. Your mother-in-law is a travel agency. Won't it stay? Won't it stay? I can't deny that I'm feeling a little depressed. I can't deny that I'm feeling a little depressed. Announced. Announced. I was definitely my girlfriend as a kid. I was definitely my girlfriend as a kid. Is our stepmother a pie player? Is our stepmother a pie player? My stepfather was a draper. My stepfather was a draper. Shouldn't he be a dermatologist every day? Shouldn't he be a dermatologist every day? Which is your favorite movie theater? Which is your favorite movie theater? May not name immediately. May not name immediately. His neighbor was a welder. His neighbor was a welder. Your stepdaughter's shepherd. Your stepdaughter's shepherd. Not directly. Not directly. Did he always dream? Did he always dream? My nose is constantly running and it's really annoying. My nose is constantly running and it's really annoying. They were great successes. They were great successes. We did not guide at night. We did not guide at night. We won't be female cops every month. We won't be female cops every month. I'm going to the library to get some books for my research. I'm going to the library to get some books for my research. He went to the beach during the day. He went to the beach during the day. I will be there soon. I will be there soon. I'm always hungry and I can't help it. I'm always hungry and I can't help it. I will apply for a job tomorrow. I will apply for a job tomorrow. Is my husband a vocalist? Is my husband a vocalist? He will be on guard at noon. He will be on guard at noon. Did you eat or drink before arriving at the airport? Did you eat or drink before arriving at the airport? Didn't he do veterinary practice occasionally? Didn't he do veterinary practice occasionally? Our relatives are physicists. Our relatives are physicists. Normally discover. Normally discover. Can give. Can give. His stepdaughter was a bounty hunter. His stepdaughter was a bounty hunter. He was previously a banker. He was previously a banker. His grandfather is an astronomer. His grandfather is an astronomer. We couldn't hide. We couldn't hide. Sometimes it didn't help. Sometimes it didn't help. Was his grandson a doctor? Was his grandson a doctor? Didn't he borrow sometimes? Didn't he borrow sometimes? The disease was caused by a virus that is not yet understood. The disease was caused by a virus that is not yet understood. We watch the sunset every evening. We watch the sunset every evening. The art collection in the museum was impressive. The art collection in the museum was impressive. The cage is too small for the bird to fly. The cage is too small for the bird to fly. They often cannot be foremen. They often cannot be foremen. Would he ignore? Would he ignore? Was your sister a rower? Was your sister a rower? We appeared every month. We appeared every month. Are we bailiffs every week? Are we bailiffs every week? Did you retire last year? Did you retire last year? We will start our own business in the future. We will start our own business in the future. Should I do it occasionally? Should I do it occasionally? We aim for the dawn. We aim for the dawn. Was your colleague the dean? Was your colleague the dean? When is the bar open? When is the bar open? 2 months ago. Can't I be an actor? 2 months ago. Can't I be an actor? His brothers were lecturers. His brothers were lecturers. He couldn't write every month. He couldn't write every month. Then they will be suitable. Then they will be suitable. We fail. We fail. Previously associated. Previously associated. Can refuse after 1 day. Can refuse after 1 day. After the storm passed, the sun came out. After the storm passed, the sun came out. Do we always meet? Do we always meet? Not an acrobat after 1 night. Not an acrobat after 1 night. Will he do plumbers later? Will he do plumbers later? Are there relatives advertisers? Are there relatives advertisers? Your brother's air traffic controller. Your brother's air traffic controller. 4 Yes, we have a bar. 4 Yes, we have a bar. His cousins were civil engineers. His cousins were civil engineers. All guests received a warm welcome. All guests received a warm welcome. Shouldn't they catch it every day? Shouldn't they catch it every day? Should you be an athlete every day? Should you be an athlete every day? The various types of cheese were very good. The various types of cheese were very good. They prepared dinner for their families. They prepared dinner for their families. Is our sister a messenger? Is our sister a messenger? I'm not angry with you. I'm not angry with you. I'm going to the cemetery. I'm going to the cemetery. By the time we meet, he will have been working for 6 hours. By the time we meet, he will have been working for 6 hours. Can I walk every month? Can I walk every month? Are we creating 4 afternoons? Are we creating 4 afternoons? Aren't we taxi drivers at night? Aren't we taxi drivers at night? Can we be inspectors in 5 years? Can we be inspectors in 5 years? Can't I survive the night? Can't I survive the night? I prepared breakfast for my family. I prepared breakfast for my family. Do you marry? Do you marry? Don't they just drop it? Don't they just drop it?